what is the key of this song? And the song is Fergie's Big Girls Don't Cry. And then I played it and I guessed, and the internet told me it's B minor. And then you went, no,
Oh, B.
it's the internet.
Really?
Don't believe the internet. And then and here we are.
It The internet said B minor?
Well, it did. Sorry. Upload this song to the website and the website will assess it. Internet told me, not the wide Google search of what does 10,000 different entries say about it. So I could try that.
B minor is the relative of D major. So there's that. But I don't really think it's in the key of D major.
Huh?
Do you know about your majors and relative minors?
Okay, so it's obvious to everyone else who would listen to this. Thank God, because if you don't have to explain it, we just saved 10 minutes. a whole step and a half step, or a whole step and a whole step. But
totally. A whole step and a half step. Yeah, you got it. 3 half steps. That's one way to find it. Or you could just play the major scale. So if you know your major scale, and then it lands on the 6th note of that scale, that's where you build your minor.
All right. So you're saying the internet and you have some concordance.
Well, I think the home tone. Okay, so I've never heard this song before, right?
Yeah. And by the way, everybody, this is our first episode, and this show is not how correct are we? The show is what did we hear? Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue.
Yeah. So should we listen? Shouldn't we be listening to it?
We could.
Does it sound like it? I hope you know. I hope you know. Does that sound like the song?
Yeah.
When I first heard you matching pitch, it was a D, and you were right on that, just by the way.
Okay, so I got 1 and couldn't identify the key from it. So what good is that? It's like, I have a can and I have a straw, but I'm going to die of thirst because I don't know how to open the can.
Well, you're identifying a note, a chord, and an important chord in the song, or an important melody note, too. You were matching a melody note, right?
All right.
Why do you want to know the key of the song so much?
I thought that's what people are supposed to ask. I really don't care.
Well, I don't know if key is so important as the chord progression. So,
That's my comeback. You did it. You solved every bar challenge ever. No, you're asking the wrong question. The questions are what is the progression, and no one will know that. So that's great.
Because it just repeats over and over. It's just this like G major with a B in the bass. G major, C, D. G major just has a B on the bass, and then C, D.
Uh-oh.
Right?
I
think. And then, hey, I'm on the phone.
Is that a cat who just found you?
There's a cat in the background.
I knew it. That was such I see a cat, hey. All right. Wow.
Listen to that. It just repeats over and over. I don't even think, there's something up. We've got something straightened out today. Okay. It goes to a little bit of a change. Yeah. But it's basically G major, C major, and D major, which makes me think it's in the key of G, even though it, yeah, because that's like the 1, 4, 5 in the key of. So I don't know what key it's in.
All right.
It's a good question. I mean,
it's not.
Maybe
it's like
I should probably listen. I should probably listen to it more.
Their own key. Like, do you consider yourself to be in a key or to have a chord progression that is you?
I love that idea. I've heard someone be able to play people, like get an impression of a person and then play chords that sound like them. But yeah, I don't know that answer to that question. I don't think I'm a chord progression because I'm changeable.
So you're like a whole circle of fifths, or even fourths or ninths or things that don't. Yeah.
You know just enough music theory to get you in trouble.
That is probably the highest compliment anyone has ever paid me for my music theory.
Thank you so much. Yes. And just remember, it's pretty easy to play pop music. So
yeah,
don't give up.
I do detect a sort of disdained, maybe a strong word, but in the same way that people who don't want rodents and dangerous insects in their vicinity may wave off a gnat as, oh, it can't do me damage, but I really don't want it here. It's not a threat. I feel like pop music is a gnat to you. Is that correct to say?
Well, it's certainly repetitive.
Yeah, gnats are pretty stupid.
Gnats are, yeah,
Although
they're persistent and repetitive.
All
right.
See you next week.
Sounds good. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap. Episode 1 in the can. I'm aware that the audio quality is bad in the balance department. This is due to the way we recorded it. It can get better. I'm not sure how much, but this was probably the worst that it'll ever be. Thank you for your listening patience. To recap, today we learned that pop genre not well respected by jazz musicians. We learned that you should not be asking what the key of the song is. You should be asking what the chord progression is. If for no other reason than people in the bar who are challenging you to know things will probably not know that answer. And after the show ended, we did come to an agreement. And the agreement was that if Fergie, Elvis Costello, my podcast partner, and I were all to go out to dinner together, we would actually have a fantastic time.